Crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The longtime Panther Graham Gano has us set for a start as we are underway from MetLife Stadium. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line.
Play fake here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And it's second down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he connects with Ebron. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Logan Ryan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception earlier, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. You get a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
15 more yards there, and quickly another first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brad, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now this is Shepard on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down now. Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, it'll be intercepted. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
makes the score Steelers 7, Giants nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time.
Because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
12 yards there and a first down. Now Jones. That's caught by Petty. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
Giants first down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. Working across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 43-yard line.
Barkley. Five yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Jones on 3rd down. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. From the gun, Jones. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got a first down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing Jones, and that's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this throw will be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking deep here for Ebron. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down.
Good catch by Deontay Johnson, and he really helped fill a void during his rookie season when he had 59 catches that led the team, and he was first among all rookie receivers last season as well. Not bad for the 10th wide receiver selected in the 2019 draft. Really good play. Expects to continue to get better in his Pittsburgh offense.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Usually the offense has an answer to anything a defense throws at them, including a safety valve. And that's what they did on that play. They went there, but the defense still made an excellent play and held them to no gain.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throw down and leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A final shot before break. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we reach halftime here in our first Monday Nighter of the season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Again, it's Barkley. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Bud Dupree with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
Bud Dupree with the big sack, and something really jumped up for him in 2019. 11.5 sacks, 4 forced fumbles, and boy, did he play well for Pittsburgh. That's what they look for in an outside linebacker. The former first-rounder gave it to him in 2019.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those. But the coverage has been excellent thus far. And it was again on the last play.
2nd and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Pittsburgh.
First carry for James Conner. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
On the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2. At the 26-yard line.
Again, a run with Conner. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Isaac Yiadom picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And according to Next Gen Stats, his top speed on that one, better than 20 miles an hour.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
We'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the 1st down, close it out.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw.
And that's incomplete.
The intended target, Saquon Barkley, but it's going to be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Jones now throwing again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. From the gun, Jones. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he will have a Giants first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, and this time it's going to come from the middle linebacker, because watching the lineman, it seemed to me that they thought he was going to drop back into pass protection, but he surprised them and came on the blitz instead and had a pretty clear run to the quarterback.
After the sack on 1st down, Jones, he's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over with the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side. Johnson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
That gives them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Here's Roethlisberger. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. They'll try to run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go to Barkley again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. To throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Riley Dixon now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else. Here's Johnson with a reception. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. It's 1st and goal. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Giants, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh,